Welcome back to Corvette News with your host, VetOnVettes, your one-stop shop for everything Corvette, news-related, DIY, you name it. Well, a lot of stuff going on today, so let's get right to it. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. Looks like another C8 fell off a lift. Now, you would think after the first time this happened, some months ago, all dealerships would have got the memo on that these cars aren't exactly balanced like the C7 is, which is pretty much a 50-50 weight distribution. The C8 is not. It's very rear-end heavy because the engine's not rear engine, but it's mid-engine, and it's got about a 40-60 weight distribution. These things are just falling off the freaking lifts like people are tipping cows. Here's a picture. It's pretty gruesome. It's unfortunate, and I feel for the owner to get one of these cars. It's at least a year out. You get it, you trust your dealer, and then they're like, oh yeah, your car, yeah, fell off the lift again. Well, again? Oh yeah, it happened like 6 months ago too. Sorry about it. So that's pretty freaking crazy. And unfortunately, it looks like the car is gonna be totaled. So that sucks. If you're the owner watching this, I feel for you, man. And hopefully the dealer does the right thing and gets you a replacement from the line. They should. They're reliable. That sucks. Corvette Racing returns to Le Mans. It's French, right? 24 hours of racing with a complete company of 62 cars total. Now there's a huge long word salad in the whole article of the Le Mans Racing Corvette returning to it. It's not very informative. Long story short, Corvette's going to be the only real American car in it. The same team, they're going to have a Porsche as well. They're probably going to kick ass. They always do. Looking forward to that. And in this segment they're in, there is a total of 7 cars. I think last year a lot of the entries were dropped because of COVID and all that crap going on. So it's cool to see things are getting kind of back to normal. Seeing Corvette back at 24-hour Le Mans. I'm excited to see how this plays out. YouTuber Amelia Hartford, if you're not familiar with her channel, broke the C8 Corvette quarter mile time at 9.41 seconds. Now, people have gotten into the 9s before, but 9.4 is by far the quickest so far. Her twin turbocharged C8 Corvette, which you can see here, has roughly 1,000 horsepower. I do follow her on occasion. It's a pretty entertaining channel if you haven't seen it. Pretty much she bought a Corvette. This is her first Corvette, if I'm not mistaken. Mid-engine, obviously. She's been trying to get it tuned. I think she finally got it tuned. Did they unlock it yet? I'm not even sure. That'll be a segment for next week. Yeah, she's got 1,000 horsepower. I don't know if it's just on juice or NOS. What do you call it? NOS, juice? Yeah, crazy amount of horsepower. She grenaded the engine. She did a complete engine removal in just a third-party garage, if you will. Got it back together. They found the issue. She sent it off to Texas Speed. I think, don't quote me on that. Got it back. Yeah, and then she got it, I guess, put back together, twin turboed again. And she's sending it, and she's a world record holder. So hate if you want. That's pretty damn cool to do that, especially being the first to figure out all the engineering involved with it. So pretty cool. I know it's kind of a very familiar type engine, but the ECU is kind of hard to break and new platform. So I give her props for doing it. That's pretty cool. And if you haven't seen her channel, it's pretty good. I like the content. Some people are a fan. I like it. Next up, I kind of touched on this a few weeks ago. C7 tires are now becoming more available, and the trims I'm talking about is the Grand Sports Z06 and the Z01 respectively. The wide rubber, just due to supply and demand the last year, has really shrunk the high performance size tires. Been really hard to get a hold of, but you can finally get a hold of them. They are priced a little more expensive than normal, but tire shops are finally getting them along with dealerships. That's good news. As of right now, for the rears, you got the following options you can get: the Michelin Pilot Super Sports, the Super Sport Cup 2, the Michelin Pilot Sport AS3 Plus, Continental Extreme Contact Sport, the Bridgestone Potenza, I think I'm saying that right, and the Michelin Pilot Alpine, I think it's Alpine, right? And that's the only winter tire available for the C7 I'm aware of, in a very wide variety, if you will. The Corvette E-Ray is in line to receive not 1, but 2 motors. Looks like the Corvette E-Ray is going to use the same motor we have now available in the Stingray, but add 2 motors up front, both equivalent to 50 horsepower, giving you a total horsepower gain of 100. I really said that really stupidly. But yeah, so now you're gonna have a total of roughly 600 horsepower. It what looks like it's gonna be the same platform as the Stingray right now, which isn't a bad thing. The thing's already fast as shit. So now you're gonna add, electric motors up front. So all 4 wheels are gonna be launching together. So you're gonna get some crazy, crazy times launching this thing. And it will be a plug-in hybrid. I don't know how I feel about it. That's weird saying you gotta plug in your Corvette. It just doesn't seem right, But hey, here we are. So yeah, well maybe you don't have to plug it in and it'll generate power, but it says plug-in hybrid. I don't know. They're not clear on that part, but this is a pretty reliable source from GM. But yeah, this is according to the Society of Automotive Engineers, which is tied to GM in some capacity. But yeah, it looks like the E-Ray is simply going to be a Stingray with 2 additional motors up front. So there you go. And lastly, in older news, I dug this up a little bit ago in the C6 Corvette, this awesome front end made by Qrtr, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, just searching the interwebs, I came across this, and to me, I love the look of this. It really transforms the C6 into something else. Now, it does have a lot of undertones of Ferrari, I know that, but it complements the rear end a lot better, I think, than the stupid, I don't know what you call it. It's the C6 front end I always hated. Always hated. The rear end, awesome. Side profile, pretty damn good. Front end, garbage. But yeah, this front end, I would love to see a third-party maker here in the US just go ham and start making these. There's so many C6s out there still, and I'm sure there's a huge market for this, but someone want to do it. I think it looks phenomenal, and I'm really picky when it comes to modifications, especially for the outside of the car. So this is done very tastefully, and strangely enough, this is a European product. So it's hard to get in the States, but if you live in Europe, you can get it. Costs I've seen about $1,500, which isn't too bad. I'm sure you got to prime it and paint it yourself, but I love, love, love the look of this. So I want your guys' opinion below. And why I've never seen this in person, and it's not more talk about it, I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe it looks bad, and I just have horrible taste. I don't know. Oh, there you go. All right, gang, kind of a short video today. I'm gonna go ahead and throw this together, get it out to you guys, and I should have some more fun content. Probably do some more trivia later this week on Corvette stuff, so look out for that. Yeah, I've decided also once the push button while the video is done, I'll move on to suspension finally. I'll probably do the larger brakes and do a square setup so I can fit the larger brakes up front. Do a little more cosmetic stuff to it, retint the windows, and I'll be done? Probably not. I'm gonna do freaking, what is it? The eagle eye tail lights, the halo lights. Those look pretty cool. I did it on my C6. They were pretty nice. I don't know. It never ends. It never ends. You know what I mean? No, it is what it is. Anyways, guys, I'm just talking now like an idiot. And I'll catch you guys later this week. Mark out.